today's video, I'm going to be fixing this newly promoted club. Schalke are back in the Bundesliga. It's still mind-boggling to me that they even got themselves relegated, but now they're back in the big leagues. But I still think it's going to be a lot of work to get this team competing with Bayern and the rest of Europe. And to also make it more challenging, we're going to only sign players from the Bundesliga. Let's see how many seasons it takes us to get Schalke to a Champions League. Alright guys, season 1 begins and I'm already worried. We're in the Bundesliga and with the 66 rated cam, I'm not sure what we can achieve. The rest of the team, the centre-back position look a bit meh. We've got this guy, Theo, who looks actually really good. He's one player I'm going to really bet money on to be one of our top players. So we're going to really grow him into the next big thing at the back. Kral looks to be a really nice CDM as well, but the rest of the squad, man, it's pretty average. There's a lot of work to be done. And as I said, we can only sign players from the Bundesliga, and we've only got 17 million to make the signings. We've got a hefty wage budget though. If we adjust it, we're looking at a good 20-30 million to spend. Okay, let's get to work. We absolutely need a new cam, but I also think we need a new striker, and he just popped up in my global transfer network, and I'm thinking, why not? I think you guys know who I'm talking about. Yusufa Moukoko. Contract expiring as well. This might be the perfect signing for us to start out. 16 years old, but can you imagine the growth? We can only sign players from the Bundesliga, and well, he's perfect. Yo, we can literally sign Moukoko for like 4 million. Nah, dude, this is brilliant. Bro, if we can sign him for 4 million, we're sorted. We are legit sorted. 4 million for Moukoko. Oh my god, his potential, you guys know, it's crazy. And there you go, guys. That is our first signing of the Schalke fixing video. And it's a big one. It's Moukoko. Bro, I'm just going to put him in that starting 11. Let's get him in there. There you go. I know he's lower rated than everyone else we've got, but trust me, it's going to be worth it keeping him in that starting 11. The left back we've got is actually on loan from AZ. I think because he's currently playing in the Bundesliga, we should be allowed to make this deal permanent. He's 24 years old, 74 rated. I want to make this permanent. Honestly, don't think it's going to cost that much. If we get away with like a 5 million offer for him, that's perfect. 5.6, okay, I'll pay it. Let's just make this permanent. There you go, we've got our left back signed. I told you guys we're in desperate need for a cam, and I found this kid, Lindstrom of Frankfurt. We know how good Frankfurt have been in Europe recently. 75 rated, high potential. I think he's the man for the job. I love how we're signing so many different kind of players, man. It's a lot of fun. If we can get him for like 12 to 13 million, it'd be a steal, but I don't think so. We're gonna have to dish out a lot of cash for him. But hey, we don't really have a good cam. This needs to be done. I don't think we can cheap out from this, especially considering we're playing a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. You guys know how important cams are in that formation. Lindstrom, we're betting a lot on him, and 17.5 million is what we've agreed to. And there you go, boys, we've got our new cam. Let's now put him into the starting 11. Where is he? There you go. Do we have money to sign anyone else? Maybe we could sneak in another signing. Probably, yeah. We'll have to just figure out what we need. I want to try and sign one more player, but I don't think we've got the money to do this. Serdar, pretty sure he was at Schalke, but then they got relegated, so he left. If we can sign him back, that'd be tremendous. If I can put in, say, who could I put into this deal that could maybe get us Serdar? Let's see, maybe Latza, and we could submit about, say, 15 million. I think that's a good offer. What are they gonna say though? They don't want him. We can't afford him right now, boys. We can't afford him. We can go up to 23 million, but then we'll have no money for a contract, so we'll have to offer 16 million as our first offer. 15% sell-on clause, and let's see what they say. They want 26. We're just shy of being able to afford him, man. 17 million is our next offer. They still want 26. I don't think we're getting a new midfielder, boys. 18 million. We're just slowly increasing our offer, but they're gonna think about it. Bro, they came back saying they want more than the offer they agreed to. 28 million. Where can I find that kind of money? Okay, 20 million is, I think, the most we can go up to. Nah, we're not signing a new midfielder, I guess. Well, if we can't get a new central midfielder, might as well try and get a new goalkeeper that's a bit higher rated than what we have. If I can get like a swap deal done for one of our keepers, like say putting Farman in this deal and chucking in 8 million, I think that's a dub. I think that's an absolute dub. Well, we'll have to pay about 13 million, but I think it's worth getting a new keeper instead then. Of course, signing players only from the Bundesliga makes this so difficult, but I like the challenge. Let's just pay the cash and get it done. And that should be enough to get us a brand new goalkeeper, and it's done. Well, that looks really nice. Suddenly, we've now got a 76 rated goalkeeper. A big improvement. I think this is how I'm going to keep my squad for now. We have a bit more cash, but honestly, I don't know where to put it. So let's keep the squad as is and see how things go this season. I think my goal needs to be to avoid relegation this season because I don't think we're good enough to be a proper top-class Bundesliga side just yet. So let's see how things go. Well, at least we avoided relegation, I'd say. Not bad. 14th, but in a league of only 18 clubs, 14th I don't think is that insane. But oh well, if we had some good growth, that's fine. Well, we did see some good growth. Moukoko, I think, will soon establish himself as a starter. Look at Lindstrom, 78 rated now. Salazar's done well. Kral's done well. And I told you, I'm betting my money on Theo to be our best centre-back in this save. Uweshon, I still can't pronounce his name. He's looking good. I'll keep his 78 rated. I think we're building a good team for the future seasons. Okay, so it was our veteran striker was our top scorer, but what I'm interested in is Moukoko. He only scored 1 goal. Well, hopefully next season he'll be scoring a lot more. Alright guys, it's time for season 2 with the Schalke team. We need to start moving to the top half of the Bundesliga table. How do we do that now? First of all, by probably getting a new right back, because yeah, our right back right now is 69 rated. We could do with a better midfielder. We could do with a better striker. There's just so much to do, man. We've got about 23 million to spend this season, which isn't too bad. Let's just first get ourselves a right back. Okay, I've just realized one of our most promising midfielders has submitted a transfer request. Salazar, why do you want to do us like that? We've already got an offer for him. This is bad. This is really bad. We're gonna have to sell him for 5.5 million. That is a steal. As we also get a transfer offer for a player who was out on loan last season, but he's now back with us. You know what? I mean, Harith, I know he's decent, but I'd rather take 8 million to make more signings. So a lot of player sales happening. This has been a tough fixing challenge to get everyone on track. Remember how I wanted to sign Serdar last season? Maybe now we've got the cash to get him and replace Salazar. Okay, let's see. We'll go in with a 21 million pound or euro offer and see what they say. We're gonna have to spend so much cash on Serdar, but I want him. I want him back at Schalke. 27 million, it's just not enough. My god, they're trying to take every bit of cash we've got for this Serdar deal. 37. They're just not even willing to negotiate with us, man. At least get the fee down a little bit. Finally, 33 million works. Hopefully it's worth spending 33 million on Serdar. We're gonna have to find some cash to bring in a right back. Look at the transfer budget. We've literally used every bit of cash we've got to sign him. I just hope Serdar's a baller, but yeah, we'll be really good with a 79 rated midfielder in our ranks, that's for sure. We'll pay him 60,000 per week. I think it's a solid contract. There you go. We've got our midfielder. What a struggle it's been putting him instead of Salazar into the team, and I'm liking this. Suat Serdar, a 79 rated player. He's actually our highest rated player right now. We sold a few players and now we're up to 10 million. We now have a couple of options for the right back. It's either Hugo Sike or Matthew More. I think because he's a little bit higher rated, I would rather go for him, but it's going to be a bit tricky. I've used Sike before in Kurema, but not More. So let's try and sign him, but we need to get a good deal on this. We've got 13 million actually to spend. Let's get a 75 rated right back. That'd be tremendous. Okay, 10 million works for me. Let's do this. And there you go, boys. We've signed More. That is our defense now kind of sorted for a while at least. Let's put him into the starting 11 and see how things are looking. I like it. I absolutely like it. Honestly, I think that's all the money we've got signing Serdar and More into the team. We're just gonna have to rely on this 11. I need to see the youngsters of this squad skyrocket in their overall. Otherwise, it's gonna be a bit tricky. Let's get through this season. We're slowly moving up the ranks in the Bundesliga. 9th this season. That's what we want to see. And some solid growth as well. We've got our first batch of 80 plus rated players. Lindstrom, Serdar, and Muller. Also, look at our centre-back Theo growing well. Oh, forgot to notice Kral up to an 81. You'll love to see that. And even Moukoko is banging in the goals. 15 this season. Bro, the Bundesliga is a tough league, man. If we were in the Premier League at this point, our budget would be at least 50-60 million into season 3. But we're still dealing with very similar budgets to season 1. This is a real task. Okay, looks like our squad depth is really struggling this season and we need to work on it. I think it's time we get some more squad depth in the centre-back position because Sane is getting old. We need a better defender, and Nianzou, whose contract's expiring, might just be the right one. Let's see if we can get him for 8 million. That is a very, very low offer. No, they are countering it with 12 as expected, but we'll try 10 million. We can get good deals on this, man. That'll be amazing. 10.6, I'm taking it. I'm absolutely taking it. A new centre-back like Nianzou with the potential. That's a win. There you have it, boys. We've just signed Nianzou. Bro, why does this guy have a name like he's from Star Wars and he's like a stormtrooper or something? Asta Franks. What even is that name? Well, he's the next midfielder I'm going to try and sign. I think we should have the money to sign him. About 12, 13 million should do the trick. Let's see. 12 million, 12.7 works for me. Signing him from Wolfsburg as well. So far, we've stuck by the rule and only signed players from the Bundesliga. It's tough doing this way, but it's working. And there you go. We've got our midfielder. Because of the way our budget is, I think these are the only couple of signings we can make this season. But I gotta say, it has improved the team. We needed a midfielder. We've got a midfielder. Our squad depth is shocking. The first team is decent, but we just need to somehow get into the Europa League when we'll then get a big boost in our budget. Hopefully, this is the season we do that. Not quite Europa League, but we do get ourselves into the Conference League, I think, finishing 6th. Surely that's gonna give us at least an extra 10 to 20 million. Boy, we do need that. So that's awesome. But we finished above our rivals Borussia Dortmund. That's awesome. And also, out of nowhere, we just won our first ever trophy in this save. Let's go. No wonder we were good this season. The player growth was actually not all that insane. Moukoko only went up by a couple of ratings. Lindstrom didn't even grow. Franks did well. Kral did well. Theo did well. Nianzu did okay. But yeah, could have been a bit better. But I can't say Moukoko was our top scorer this season. Tears in my eyes, boys. We've got 43 million to spend. I've been waiting to get a bit of cash to inject into this team. That is a freaking relief, boys. Now we can do a lot more with this site, and we absolutely need to. Guys, this might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Schalke to sign Karim the Dream Adeyemi. I just looked at it, and his contract is expiring. He will cost us about 47 million, only because his contract's expiring. Can you imagine him and Moukoko up top? The issue is that means we'll be draining almost all of our cash on this deal. But I think, you know what? It might just be worth it, because we're not going to get a play like this anytime soon. Let's just do it. Oh boy, if we can get him for like 44, 45 million, that would be a steal. An absolute bargain, and it's worked. 45 million for Adeyemi. This, ladies and gentlemen, is by far the biggest signing we've made. Welcome, Karim the Dream Adeyemi. Let's go. Now we've got a bit of depth for our attack as well, which is much needed, by the way. Let's put Adeyemi into the striker position. Now we're talking. The squad is looking a lot better. You'll love to see that. But because we spent all our money on Adeyemi, that's it for signings for now. Let's get through this season and see how we do. Well, this is our first attempt at competing with Bayern in the German Super Cup. Let's see how this goes down. Well, expected. Bayern are just better than us. It's 4-3. Oh my god, we finished second in the Bundesliga. How did we pull this off? We're going to be in the Champions League next season. We took the L in the cup, but that's fine. We also won the Europa League this season. I think because we won the cup last season, but in the semi-finals, we got knocked out. How one player can change the fortunes of your club. Look at Adeyemi, 85 rated. That was a top-tier signing. And look at that. Moukoko actually outscored him, but we're building a team. The foundation is set with this Schalke team. Time to take it one step further. We've got Champions League this season, and we need to prepare the team for just that. Even with Champions League, our budget isn't ridiculous or anything. 48 million. Oh boy. This Schalke challenge is tough, man. We're not dealing with ridiculous money. It's gonna take us ages to just build a competitive squad. Let's see how things go in this window. So I've been scouting players in the Bundesliga whose contracts are expiring, and David Raum popped up. We do need a better left back, I think, and his contract's expiring. Maybe investing in him makes a lot of sense, and that is what I'm gonna try and do. Maybe I can get a deal by putting in Çalhanoğlu and 30 million. A good deal would be nice. Look at that, it's kind of worked. For 31 million, we're able to get him. I think it's a top class deal. And there you go, guys. We've signed an 83 rated left wing back. We're ever so slightly improving our squad depth, but there's still a lot of work to be done. I need to try and sign a couple of players that can just fill the gaps and give us a bit of squad depth. The issue is we've only got about 17 million to do that. Okay, so I found this player at Borussia Dortmund, Abdullah Kamara. He might be a nice backup midfielder to have, and he looks pretty cheap. These are the kind of players we'll need to sign, man, to fill up our squad, because we don't really have insane money. 4.8 million, we're getting a nice 21 or 20-year-old midfielder. I like the idea of this. I was trying to sign Sabitzer before. Too expensive. There you go. We've got a future midfielder for this side, but I think he's going to be a good option. Putting him on development plans and everything, I think he's going to be a good player. Igor Matanovic, I just just found this guy from the Global Transfer Network. We would really do well with a new striker at the club. So, yeah, let's sign him. I think for the first time ever, I'm making use of the Global Transfer Network so heavily, but it's needed, man. We've taken the challenge of signing players only from the Bundesliga. We gotta honor it. Let's sign Igor Matanovic. Give him 40,000 per week. That's a good striker option we've got in the team. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna put Matanovic on the bench, and that's basically our squad for this season. I think we've improved the depth a little bit, I would say. We've got a really good first team, of course. We're not going to win the Champions League just yet, but let's just see how we fare. Okay, being in both the Champions League and the Bundesliga certainly hasn't helped, because we couldn't compete well in the Bundesliga as we end up finishing 7th. Champions League, though, we finished 2nd in our group. We get through the round of 16 against Spurs. Quarterfinals, we succumb to Sevilla. Just shows there's still a lot of work to be done with this team, especially in regards to having proper good squad depth. But we'll get there. We'll absolutely get there soon. Kareem the Dream Adeyemi was our star man this season. 88 rated. I think if we're going to win the Champions League soon, it's going to be because of him. Now that we're not in the Champions League, we've got a bigger budget than ever before. I'm a bit confused, but let's put it to some good work. I honestly think our midfield and attack is sorted, a bit of depth, and we should be good to go. But I think what we're missing is a ridiculous defender alongside Theo. We get that sorted, I think we'll be good to go. I think I found the perfect centre-back. Mohamed Simakan looks good. Looks very good. 83 rated as well. A lot of room to grow alongside Theo. Could be amazing. But can we afford him, though? That's what I'm worried about. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, boy. That'll be an exciting transfer. They want Serdar. No way I'm giving one of my best players. Absolutely not. Let's go in with the next offer. 43.7 million. They're willing to work with me for 52. Let's try and save a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And see what happens. We can't. You know what? Let's just get it done. And guys, we do have our centre-back option in Simakan. Let's go. That's a big signing from Bayern Munich. Crazy how Nianzu's going to be heading right to the bench, but I think it was needed. We need to have a player like Simakan in the starting 11. Honestly, I don't think we've got more money to sign anyone else. This has been such a slow grind, but let's put our everything into this season and get right back into the Champions League. Oh my god, we won the Bundesliga this season. Let's go. The fact that we didn't have the Champions League to focus on meant that we could give everything here, and that's exactly what we did. We're the champions of Germany. We've gotten Schalke to the top of the country. Come on, and we won it in style by 10 points. What a ridiculous season. Not just that, we did the domestic double. That is insane. We now have our first 90+ rated player in Kareem the Dream Adeyemi. That is awesome. We make one centre-back signing, and look at how this team just transforms. Come on, boys. I'm excited now for next season. Of course, it was Adeyemi who was outrageous again. Moukoko needs to start scoring more goals, though, but again, his overall is so high, I'm happy. Next season might be the season we wrap things up. This could be the season we win the Champions League. We're coming into this season as, of course, the best team in Germany. Let's make this squad capable of winning the Champions League. We've got 96 million to spend. What do we do? Initially, I was thinking an idea of this. Bringing Goretzka back to Schalke, but then I saw he's playing for Spurs, which means we can't sign him. Then I thought maybe a Leroy Sané back in Schalke would be a lot of fun. But then, where do I play him? He's a left midfielder. He doesn't fit into what we're trying to build here, so that's out of option. We got to find something else to do. Honestly, we've got such a good base, that midfield, that attack. It's literally perfect. Maybe just improving our defense slowly is what we need. To be honest, I think we could really do with another midfielder for squad depth, so let me just work on it. The first player I found is Yacine Adli playing for Bayern Munich, an 83 rated player on the bench. Maybe that's something what we need. Let's try and get him for a good deal. His contract's expiring. 32 million, 34.1. That is a steal. That is an absolute steal for a player like him. Let's get it done. I found Luka Ivanovic at Wolfsburg. Wouldn't mind a bit of depth in that cam spot as well. Let's sign him up. Of course, if we can get him on a deal, 24 mil, please. 30 million. Nah, I don't want to pay that much. I want to get it down to 27.5 or something. Let's do this. Come on. There you go. A couple of really smart signings. Instead of going for a superstar player, we're improving the overall squad, which I think is more important in the Champions League. So let's quickly put Adli onto the bench. Ivanovic can go in as well. And I'm thinking now, maybe a CDM, and I think the squad is good enough. Let me just figure it out. Thomas Soucek's contract's expiring. Surely this is the player we need to go for. An 85 rated CDM. We'll have our bench absolutely sorted, but it's going to be a bit tricky trying to pull this one off. They want Yacine Adli directly in a swap deal. We just signed him. I don't want to give him to you. I'm just going to offer 30 in cash. Well, they're willing to do this for 34, to be honest. Let's counter with 32. Just want to keep a bit of cash. There you go. That's worked. I really don't think we could have had a better window. The amount we've improved our overall squad is actually mental. I think we're ready to win the Champions League now. Let's go for it. Oh, by the way, we won the German Super Cup. Let's go. We did top our Champions League group, which is perfect. Unbeaten so far, but it's Real Madrid we're facing. All right, boys. Madrid aren't going to be easy, but we've worked hard. We've built a capable team. Let's see what happens in this first leg, and we beat them 2-0. I told you, there's something special about this Schalke team. We've done half the job in the first leg. Let's get it sorted in the second. Madrid beat us, but Moukoko's goal is enough to send us through. Bro, what is this, Lark? Now, Man City, this is where everything could crumble, boys. Man City aren't going to be easy. If we can even get a draw, okay, that's the start. Second leg, we need to get it done, though. Can we get it done in the second leg, boys? I think this is going to go to penalties or something. No, instead, we get it done in normal time. Sushek and Lindstrom score. We've knocked out Man City. Bro, I don't like this. I really don't like this. What is our luck? It's not PSG we're up against. First leg against PSG, I'm scared. They don't have Messi or Neymar anymore, but they do have Mbappe. We've got Adeyemi, and it's enough for a draw. Are we good enough to make the Champions League final? Let's find out now. Yes, indeed. Lindstrom, what a beast. Come on. All the hard work, and it comes down to a Champions League final between Schalke and Napoli. We finished second in the Bundesliga, but can you blame this team? They've won the league before. We had to focus on the Champions League more. This is the team that's got us here. Let's get the job done. Adeyemi, top scorer. I don't know why Moukoko didn't score quite enough for us, but hey, he's still 89 rated. I'm so excited to use Lindstrom, use Serdar, Franks as well. What a name, Theo. Let's see how these players all come together, and let's win that Champions League. All right, guys, let's win that Champions League. Okay, this guy I've never used before, Ram. He feels like the slowest left back I've ever used, but he tumbles over and earns a yellow card. Let's go. Still Adeyemi. Still Adeyemi. Trying to go for a chip. Just no space. Boom. I go sliding in. Simakan did well, but they got the ball back, so it's kind of pointless. I'm going to go sliding again. That's just stupid of me. We just let him through here. And Napoli have a proper chance, and he went for it from that angle. Good save, Muller. He's good. He's very good. Lindstrom here on a run, trying to put the ball back in. And it's going to be a goal kick. But Lindstrom, he's a lot of fun to use. There's the Brazilian on the attack. And that's what I told you. Theo, at the start itself, I said he was going to be with us in the Champions League final. And see, that's exactly what's happened. And right now, it's Moukoko going through. All that talk about him not scoring enough through the season. But he's managed to score in the Champions League final for us. What better than that? We've got a free kick in a good spot. Who's the best free kick taker at the club? I think it's Ranks. It's got to be Ranks right now. I might try a curling effort and just see how it goes. If Ranks can curl this one in. Oh, it's decent. Well, the keeper dived for it, but not enough power, you could say. Oh, this is a bit of a problem. They've got a chance. We defended well. It was chaotic. I don't know what the keeper was doing, but we survived it. Now, Moukoko is insane as we have another chance. Let's try and square it inside. We might still get a chance. It falls for Suat. Serdar gets taken out, and I think he's picked up a knock. That's not good. We'll try and keep him on the pitch. And let's see if I can curl it in with him. Adeyemi, decent amount of power. It's much better. And I've just scored a free kick in a fixing Schalke video. Let's go, boys. What a free kick from Karim the Dream Adeyemi. That was beautiful. All right, boys. Let's see what happened here. Adeyemi. Bro, what a free kick. Okay, this is not good chance for Napoli, and they're going to get their equalizer there. Dangerous miss. That might be the worst miss in FIFA history. Adeyemi, we're looking for more in this one. Adeyemi. Still Adeyemi shoots. Oh, it's brilliant. That was absolutely sensational from Adeyemi. This game is done. We're winning the Champions League with Schalke. Enjoy the celebrations because we've just won the Champions League with Schalke. I love the fact that in this entire fixing challenge, we only signed players from the Bundesliga. It was a tremendous amount of fun, and there you go. Now, if you enjoyed this week's fixing challenge, then I'd suggest you to drop a like on the video because why not? Subscribe if you're new around here. And, well, as you see the trophy celebrations, I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.